Good afternoon and welcome to the Chartreuse Leprechaun. My name is Mark, your host, and I was able to come up with a mini-series of sorts to post in place of Chartreuse Leprechaun stories. I'm still in the process of recording them. They're going to be posted while I'm recovering from neck surgery, which we still don't have a date for at the time I'm recording this. Our mini-series is going to be Plague Inc. Evolved. They came out with a I don't know if to call it a DLC or an add-on or what, but it's called The Cure. It was suggested by accident during a discussion of the main game. I remembered this DLC came out in February and realized it's perfect for what we needed. So that's what we're doing. 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes, whatever we end up needing. I recorded these well in advance so they'd be ready as needed. So obviously I don't have a personal video for the situation that I'm in yet. This is supposed to be an outpatient procedure. Could end up in an overnight stay depending on what happens during the surgery. It's about a 6-week recovery before I do any rehab, minimal bending, twisting, all of that. And at the moment, that's all I know about the procedure and what's going to happen. Obviously, if you're seeing these, then yeah, it's happened, and hopefully I was able to get enough of the other videos up in time that there won't be any outages. Just know I won't be checking comments very much if you put them up there, but I will check them. Please, by all means, add your comments. Once things are a bit more stable post-surgery, I will do a personal video letting everybody know what's going on. But until then, I hope you enjoy the episodes of Plague Inc. Evolved, The Cure. Good afternoon and welcome to the Chartreuse Leprechaun. My name is Mark, your host, and it's time for some more Plague Inc. Evolved. Came out in 2015, and we played several episodes of that before, but in February they came out with a new DLC called The Cure, and it's actually pretty good. Different, too. And we're going to make a small mini-series out of it. Should work perfectly for our Wednesdays during neck surgery. And I want to thank you for somebody emailed me, actually, the suggestion for this, which, yeah, I think it's going to work well for us. But before we get started, I want you to know that I'm approaching this the same way I approached the normal game when we did that earlier series. I play a level a couple of times until I can repeat winning. And then I record a playthrough, regardless of the results, and I post it. So I may win that playthrough, I may not win that playthrough, but it's fun trying, right? With that in mind, this game is about control as much as it is developing the cure. The question is, can you save the world? And as I said, this is different from the actual game, Plague Inc. Evolved. You would think the goal is to stop the spread of disease, develop a cure, and well, it kind of is, and it isn't. It's actually, as I said, about maintaining control, showing you can handle the situation and all that, and we'll take a look at all that. The reason that it's about control, and actually you can lose this game long before the population of the Earth dies off, because it is about control. There's a metric in here called authority, and it's in the lower left when we get to the screen. When it reaches 0, it's game over. Doesn't matter what else is going on, it's game over. Now we'll hit play here, and we'll come into the bacteria. Essentially it means that people have lost confidence in the government to take care of them, and the premise of the game, just like the regular game, is a single world government of sorts that's behind the efforts to develop a cure. So, yeah, the UN is in charge, I guess? Anyway, winning is accomplished by reducing compliance risk, which affects authority, while reducing infection, reducing fatality, researching and manufacturing, and releasing the vaccine. I know. Simple, right? Yeah. So we're just going to leave all the settings as they are right here. That's interesting. I was at... Oh, well. Okay, we're going to play on normal just because. And I borrowed from a Mel Brooks classic called Dr. Frankenstein, and with Gene Wilder and some others, where he gets a brain called abnormal, and he calls it Abby Normal. So we are going to call our play Abby Normal, just 'cause. It sounded like fun. All right, so now we want to pick a place to start off. We're going to start off with our research headquarters in the USA of North America. Why? Just cause. No particular reason whatsoever that I know of. All right, so we are going to hit play and we are going to hit pause. All right, so here's the deal. You have in the bottom, where's my mouse? There it is. In the bottom right, you have something that says the world, and right now it's researching a cure at 0%. Okay, you're going to get 3 different numbers over here as time goes on, assuming you're successful. One is researching the cure, one is manufacturing the vaccine, and the final one is releasing the vaccine. You have to complete all 3 of those before this number gets to 0, or you lose. It doesn't matter what else is going on, how many countries crater because everybody's dying, how happy everybody is with all your measures, it does not matter. If authority gets to 0, you lose. That's it. Okay, so let's take a look at our progress screen over here, and you'll notice down in the bottom right it has compliance risk. That's the risk of people resisting the measures of your quarantine. Whatever it is you institute, if they don't like it, the higher that bar is, the more likely you're going to get resistance, which is the anti-vaxxers, the I don't want to quarantine, I'm not going to wear a mask, I'm not, all of that. That's what that is. Infection rate and fatality rate, pretty straight up. We know what those are. And resources are how many points you have to spend on your policies and so forth. So for starters, we want to set up teams of investigators worldwide to search for local disease outbreaks, gather resources. Definitely need that, because until you get that, you can't get the rest of it. And then we want government partnerships. We want governments to work with us to accomplish all the stuff that we're going to try and do. And then we want to form a mobile team of investigators that can be deployed to target countries to enhance surveillance and response. It slightly reduces infections when present. It is something you want to do. So we're going to do that, which then gives us, lay this forward a moment. There it is. This is the ability to send, oh my goodness, we are all over Africa. I didn't notice where it started. That's not good. Does it tell me? No, it does not. Fantastic. All right. Well, kind of diverse places in Africa. Well, I guess we will go to the Sudan and set up our HQ there, maybe? Yeah, if you get the wrong country, you're not going to find patient 0. Finding patient 0 is a thing, and if you do it, it actually increases your research speed on the vaccine. So I was busy talking and not paying attention to where these red dots first showed up, so I don't know. Hopefully we picked the right place. And we'll play this through. Abby normal detected. Yep, there we go. Points. 17 points. Okay, oh, more points. 22. There we go. So, now we want to work on the infection rate and eventually the fatality rate. There we go. Got that infection rate down. The other thing you want to do that you absolutely need to do, there are 3 trees in here that you need to work on. One is your research speed, one is your manufacturing speed, and one is your distribution speed. You really need to have those maxed out as quickly as possible. So let's get this back to running again. All over Africa, yeah, okay, and we'll pause. Oh, okay. Abby normal, ready for research. Okay, that means that we did not prep for research fast enough. That's not good. All right. So back to one of the panels we did not look at. We looked at response. This is actions you can take that will reduce infection, reduce fatality, and all of that. Nope, wrong panel. There we go. Quarantine panel. Now, you have the ability to quarantine continents. Continents. Asia, Africa, South America, and so forth. You have that ability. And whether you do so or not is kind of up to you. I haven't personally found it that useful. Most of the games I win, I never play with that. But for our purposes, let's Africa alert. Announce the concerns over disease spread there. Yeah, we definitely got concerns, so we're going to fund that. And now we have the option to restrict air travel, sea travel, land travel, and that basically forces lockdowns in all the areas, but we don't have enough points left for that, so it's not showing us what it is. You can do that for every continent. It will raise your compliance risk if you start initiating those. Compliance risk will go up, and that is something you want to avoid because you do not want authority to go down. And there we go. Let's fire that back up and let it play through, get us some more points here. Now we're spreading in Asia. Okay, spreading to lots of countries. Yeah. All right, knock those down and come back to, yep, research speed. There we go, 9. We definitely want to do that. And then up here you have, basically these are protections that you can place for workers and businesses to protect salaries, to protect homes, all of that. What that does, if you notice, that drops compliance risk a lot. So you really want to fund that. Anything you can do to keep compliance risk down is a good thing. And that takes us down to not enough points to do anything, so we are going to keep playing here. Pause. Had to reach down to adjust my headset volume. All these bubbles popped up. Okay. Let's see. Still not enough to get the next tier of vaccine research, which we desperately need. So we are not going to spend any points until we get that. Alrighty. So 20. Pause. Come down here. There we go. We get 21. We have 25. Outstanding. So that's max research speed. Where are we on this? 5%. Well, fortunately, authority hasn't gone down, so that's a good thing. We're not in dangerous territory at the moment. 16, 17, 20. Whoa. Pause. That's too many bubbles. That's too many bubbles. Stop the bubbles. 40 points. Holy cow. All right. Well, if that's the case, then we are going to do research and manufacturing speed, and then we're going to come over. We want to cut that fatality rate. So we'll fund that. There goes that fatality rate. Outstanding. Now we're going to have to wait for more points to do anything in terms of the infection rate. The good news is the fatality rate went down big. So we should be in okay shape here. 13. Abby normal, not that bad, says politician. That depends on whether you have been struck by a disease or not, as to whether you think it's not that bad. Right? I don't care if it's the flu. I don't care if it's stomach cancer. Some of it is very dependent on your particular experience. There are people who've had COVID that said, and there are other people that nearly died. So, depending on who he's talking to, it might not have been, quote, that bad. But disease is bad. Let's just agree on that, okay? Are we good with that? All right. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Points, bubbles. Only 5? Ooh. All right. Uh-oh. Authority's dropping. That's not good. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's pause the game. We need to talk about a couple of things here. Yeah, back on this page, we hit this bubble, and we had the ability to send a team to whatever country in hopes of researching and so forth. You have some other things you can do. You have the ability to fund targeted aid, which lets you send money to the various countries. So I assume the UN got money and they're doling it out, I guess. Not sure how that one works. You also have the ability here, you can brief world leaders on the importance of identifying and responding and all of that, and it slightly increases authority. One of the other things it does is it lets you control information. You can actually lie, and the game will freeze the loss of control and compliance risk and everything else for a short time, but when it releases it and the lie is discovered, everything drops rapidly. Okay, so authority is still going down, research is going up. Hopefully it's going up fast enough. We'll find out. Oh, more bubbles. Greenland, there we go. Normally I would want Greenland infected. Egypt overwhelmed by abnormal. That's not good. That's, 49 points. Wow, that's a lot of points. All right, so we're going to max out manufacturing. That's good. And we're going to drop our compliance risk a little bit more. Okay. And that will give us an icon over on this side of the screen that will let us send targeted aid to different countries. So we're going to do that, and we're going to pause. Oh, more. We're going to go to Egypt. We're going to send Egypt some money. And probably ought to send Sudan some money. And looks like Africa's bearing the brunt of this. It's unusual to see it spread that big in one area and not elsewhere. Interesting. Saudi Arabia. What do they call that? Middle East. What? Middle East Africa? Really? Iraq? Really? Middle East Africa would be Israel, I guess Jordan, Lebanon, maybe Syria? That's Middle East Africa? Really? I thought that was... Maybe my geography is all kinds of messed up, but I thought this was part of Asia. I guess not. Okay, my geography is like all kinds of messed up. We'll send some money there. Who else looks like they're in trouble? You do. Yeah, we'll send some money there. That'll work. And you'll notice, by the way, every time I do that, your resources go down. It's because it cost you 2 points to do it. So, yeah. Looks like maybe Egypt should have been where I sent the research team, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. I'm tempted to put some quarantine controls on Africa. I don't know. Tempting. But let's that's more fatality. There we go. Infection rate down by a lot. Takes us to 0 on points. But that'll help a lot because it will not spread as much. Research is... Oh, abnormal hurts authority. Oh, we're down. Ooh, we're in danger. We are in danger, folks. 57 is not a good spot to be. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, look how fast we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Oh, we're down to 28, and yeah, this is bad. This is bad. And antibiotics is fatality. That's infection. So, compliance risk. Slightly increases authority. We're going to have to fund that at this point. Can't revert it, by the way. So this is, let's go ahead and talk about this panel here. You have broadcast global pleas for international, slightly increases authority. Heavily restrict communications to prevent criticism of disease. Authority is frozen for up to a month, increases non-compliance. This is the one that if you fund it, your authority and compliance risk go through the roof fast once that 1 month is over. So yeah, you can do that, but it's not the brightest idea. So we're going to do that to slightly increase authority. Spending points on stuff I do not want to spend it on. We have not finished research. We are, and you can tell, this goes back to what I was saying before, where the infection in the world doesn't even have to hit the tipping point. Okay? Your authority level is what matters. Okay? That's what counts. And yeah, we're not in a good position here. Yeah, we had vaccine manufacturing ahead of schedule. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, we may actually, we could come out okay. 27, we got a massive boost with those, the two policies we put in, information dissemination, all of that. Very significantly increases authority. Right now, we really need to do that. There's other stuff we could do to drop the infection, to drop the fatality rate. But as I said, this game is about control. It is about maintaining government control, public awareness. I said government control. It's probably not the way I wanted to say that. You need to control. Well, the government needs to maintain control, and that's public awareness, that's information control, that's drug manufacturing, that's, disease management through medical teams and all of that. That is authority, and if authority goes to zero, you lose. So we are in actual danger of that at this point, because we are at 27. Hopefully that piece we just put in place is enough to boost our authority while production finishes and the vaccine is released. But again, you'll notice that the actual infection rates worldwide are incredibly low. But we are in danger of losing all authority and control. Yeah. Not something you want to be in. 26, 52, production. Where's my mouse? Okay, 48. Uh-oh. Saudi Arabia is down. Production is at 91%. 48. We may actually come out of this one okay. Oh my. It's going to be close. Protect supplies. Drops infection rate. Yeah, I probably want to do that. Okay. And come on. Oh, releasing. Yes. The vaccine is completed. We are releasing. Authority went up again. Yay. Releasing up. Yep. Okay. That noise that you're hearing is people being cured. It took me a while to figure that one out, by the way, but that is people being cured, and our authority drop has stopped. So we're going to be okay. We are going to be okay. Come on, releasing 100%. Yes. And authority is dropping. Abnormal is eradicated, and authority did not reach zero. That means we win. Okay, so there you go. That is Plague Inc. evolved the cure as a bacteria. We won it on normal difficulty, and We had a fatality rate of 12%, which is insanely high compared to like COVID and a couple of other things, but not insanely high compared to some diseases of the past, like the Black Plague, the diseases that swept North America after Europeans showed up. Yeah. But that's how you beat the bacteria level. So, yeah. We're going to call that an episode, of course. I want to thank you for your time today. You did choose to spend your time here with us at the Chartreuse Leprechaun, and we really are grateful. So let us know what you think. Let us hear from you. We'd love to hear from you. So leave us a comment. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see, game ideas. But we'll take whatever feedback you want to give us, because we want to get better, and that does take input from you. Also, please subscribe, set yourself up for notifications so you don't miss anything around here, and be sure to check out our merch page. It's linked in the description below. And with that, I will let you go. But always, always, always remember, if you see it and you can't quite explain it, you can be sure the Leprechaun did it. Now you have yourselves a great day, a great week, and we will see you here next time on the Chartreuse Leprechaun. Bye-bye.